When I was in my early 30s, I left London and I moved down to Brighton to get away from it all. I was feeling a bit lost. Some of my friends had left England, had left London. One had died. I wasn't feeling very connected. My music career had tanked and I didn't really have anything else. So I moved into a bed and breakfast in a house shared by, the rent boys and the drug dealers in a little street leading down to the sea. And a friend came to visit and we had tea and I was talking about my life. I'd always been a tarot reader, and this friend of mine, Keith, he is, I suppose you would say, a kind of a medium and an all-round spiritual person. And he understood me and he said, "Robert, your tarot cards are the best friends you have." And that stayed with me. It's now many decades later, and they still are my best friends. I've read tarot cards since I was 19, sometimes professionally, sometimes not. And when the pandemic started 5 years ago, I decided I'd like to share the knowledge that I had about tarot. I then did a lot of extra reading because I didn't want to make a fool of myself. And over the past years, I've kind of grown up in public, I suppose, as a tarot reader, and I've built up this channel, and I've realized what my mission is. My mission is that I really want tarot to be accessible. I want it to be something that everyone can do, because I think it's a really great way of living a better life. And that's what I do on this channel. I help you to find the right books to read about tarot. I help you to find the right deck to use when you're reading. And I share what I know. I share my tips and my techniques. And once a month, I give you a reading for the month ahead, just a reading which we all can share. I've recently been listening to a very interesting mystic on YouTube called Matthias de Stefano. And you might know him. He says some wonderful things. And he said something very interesting about the modern times. He pointed out clearly that we are highly distracted by the internet and by social media, and that there's a lot of information coming towards us, and there's facts and there's people and there's stuff claiming to offer us the truth. There's this truth and there's that truth, and it's bombarding us. And he said, of course, this is uncomfortable, but there is something quite good that can come out of this, which is that one is so bombarded by all these hundreds of different truths from outside that one, in the end, instinctively just goes inside oneself and one looks for one's own truth. And for me, that is what tarot reading is about. You can read cards to help other people, but you can also read cards to center yourself and to connect with what you kind of already know to be true. I also do about one live stream per month. So that's an opportunity to come online and say hi and ask me questions and introduce yourself. They're quite nice occasions. It's a kind of like a little group of tarot enthusiasts who gather and exchange tips and so forth. So have a look at my channel. It's called Tea and Tarot. I'm Robert Farah, and sometimes I say, I'm Robert Farah, and this is Tea and Tarot. I hope you enjoy it. Bye.